Let me down, let me down, let me down. Yes, I think so. It's live. Just need to do. It's 1080p. Great. Okay, weekly contest 308. We have a cricket match as well scheduled, so I'll look forward to watching that as well. Let's go to the contest and let's begin, shall we? Okay, longest subsequence with limited sum. Longest subsequence with limited sum. Between an integer array nums of length n and an integer array queries of length n. Okay, what's the constraint by the way? Can be done in no, can't be done. I'm sorry. We're given an integer array nums of length and an integer array of queries of length n. Return an array answer of length n, where answer of I is the maximum. Okay, so answer is going to be of the length of queries itself, and answer of I is the maximum size of a subsequence that you can take from nums as the sum of its elements is less than or equal to queries of I. Maximum size of a subsequence that you can take from nums is such that the sum of its subsequence is less than or equal to queries of I. A subsequence is an array that can be derived from an array by taking some no elements without changing the order of the remaining elements. Oh, it's very simple. I think so. This can be sorted. So 1, 2, 4, 5, and then 3, which means I can take 2. Yeah. 10 means I can take 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, 7. Yes, 3 I can take, and then 21 means I can take. Okay. So I think so. This can be a combination of this thing. So nums dot sort. So firstly, I'm saying that okay, I'll sort the array, and then I'll create a prefix from the array itself. So I don't need to create something like another prefix array. So I can simply say nums of I plus equivalent to nums of I minus 1. And so this is my prefix array after being sorted. Now I'll do a simple binary search. So let's say my answer is this. I can simply say for value in queries, right? The value here is like value itself, and let's say my start point is 0, my end point is length of, my bad, this is going to be length of nums minus 1. And also I can simply do a bisect left in Python, but I'm just doing the naive way. I think so. I hit insert. No, it's fine. Is it still in the insert mode? No. Okay, start. And I said mid is start plus and minus start by 2. I can simply say the answer of net is less than equivalent to value. In that case, taken is initially a negative 1, or let's say 0. So answer of mid is less than equivalent to value. Then in that case, I can simply say take me 1, and then I simply say start with plus 1. Else I say that okay, it's minus 1. If I am not mistaken, end of the day I have to simply say answer dot append whatever my taken value is. End of the day I have to return answer. Let's run this thing. I think so. This should work fine. We have a wrong value. Answer of mid is this. Okay, let's see where we are going wrong. So okay, not answer of mid, but nums of mid. Okay, let's run the code first. Quite hurrying. So 2, 3, 4 is the thing here. Yeah, I think so. This should work. Yeah, accept it. Great. So this is done. Removing stars from a string. Okay. So removing stars from a string. So you are given a string S which contains stars. This thing. Okay. You in one operation you can choose a star in S. Remove the closest non-star character towards left. Okay. As well as remove the star itself. So if I choose a star in S, then I have to remove the closest non-star character. Let's say S. Yeah, P. Yeah, A. Which is non-star. closest to it, and as well as the star itself. So it got removed. It got removed. Return the string after all stars have been removed. Okay. Stack I, okay. The input will generate another operation. Okay. The length is 10 to the power 5. So I cannot go 10 square. I can go n log n. So in this case, it's Leetcode. So let's kind of do a try run. Sorry for the background music sound. Let's do a little dry run. We have an India match as well, India Pakistan. So we have to look forward to it. Zoom हो जाए यार ये बार by default. Clear canvas this, and then let's say lead star code, right? Uh, code star, right? So this is something that's given. So it's saying that every in one operation you can choose a star and as remove the closures, blah blah blah, and that's all. So if I pick this, I think so I have to remove this. This gets removed. If I pick this gets removed. And if I pick this gets removed. So the last is Lecoe. Leco. Yes, Leco. So I think so. It's more like stack operation, stack based operation. So let's say the operation would may look like this. Key in the stack, put Leet. Then I put star. I remove star and the first non that character, and then I put star. Move that and then E and then that should be the way, I guess. Erase है, right? So erase में क्या हो जाएगा? Empty string. Yeah. So what's happening? जैसे erase है, and let's say I put only 2 stars. तो आंसर क्या होगा? era, right? But how will this come? E comes and then star. So I am like, okay, whenever this first star comes, I'll remove this. Got removed. Now I put the other star. Whenever this thing comes up, I'll remove that, and that should be it. Okay. So let's say I have a stack which is currently empty. My bad. Stack which is currently empty. I'm just going to loop here. So for value in s, which is my string, so I'm simply saying that okay, if value is not equivalent to my star character, in that case, simply put it in the stack. Stack append whatever the heck my value is. So value, or in this case, I can even simply put star. Okay. Now else this means my current value is a star, which is equivalent to this thing. This is equivalent to the thing. So in that case, what I'll do, I'll pop it off until and unless I get a value which is non-star. So while stack of -1 is not equivalent to star. Okay, so while stack of -1, which is the last element, is equivalent to a star, not equivalent to. Oh, so I just simply need to do a stack.pop, right? Oh, that's it, stack.pop. And I think so I just need to return the join operation of this. Join stack. I think so. Let's use the example test cases. Answer should be empty string and Leco. Let's see, empty string and Leco. So let's try to submit this, and it got accepted. Great. So I don't know why is this even a 4 point, but anyways, minimum amount of time to collect garbage. You're given a zero indexed array of strings garbage. Where garbage of I represents the assortment of the garbage at the ith house. Assortment क्या होगा? Maybe arrangement, right? Of the garbage at the ith house. Let's say at the first house. Garbage of I consists of only of the characters MPG, which represents 1 unit of metal, paper, and glass. Metal, paper, glass. Picking up 1 unit of any type of garbage takes 1 minute. Okay, picking up 1 unit. So if I pick 1 unit of metal or paper or 1 unit of a glass, it will take me glass garbage. It will take me 1 minute. Done. So let's say I pick 10 units of metal and 2 units of plastic and then 1 unit of glass. That will take me 10 plus 2 plus 1, which is 13 minutes. You're also given a zero index integer array travel, where travel of I is the number of minutes needed to go from house I to house I plus 1. You're also given a zero index integer array travel, where travel of I is the number of minutes needed to go from house I to house I plus 1. So if I want to go from house 1 to house 3, house 1 to house 2, or let's say house 6, or let's say house 68 to house 69, In that case, it will tell me that thing. Okay. Okay. There are three garbage trucks in the city, each responsible for picking up one type of garbage. There are three garbage trucks in the city, each responsible for picking up one type of garbage. Each garbage truck starts at house 0 and must visit each house in order. So it cannot be like I'm going from 1 till 1 to 5, right? It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However, they do not need to visit every house. So it's not like they have to visit every house. So they can maybe skip 1, then 2, they did not pick anything, 3, 4, and so on. Only one garbage truck may be used at any given moment. Okay, while one truck is driving or picking up the garbage, the other two trucks cannot do anything. So it's like एक जन काम करे, so the rest of them can't do anything, can't do shit. Run the minimum number of minutes needed to pick up all the garbage. Okay, so it's saying GP. Okay, so in this case, what's the length of the garbage wala thing? Garbage of I consists of the letters MPG. So it could be of maximum length anything, but it will be consisting of mpg, and then garbage of I. Achha, garbage length is 10^5, so I cannot go n square here. Yes. Travels length is 100, so maybe I can go garbage length into travel, but let's see. Achha, travel length is what, by the way? Travel dot length is garbage length is noise. Okay. Yes. So this means that it will take 2 minutes to go from house 1 to house 2. It will take 4 minutes to go from house 2 to house 3. It will take 3 minutes to go from house 3 to house 4. And because there is nothing as such house 5, so therefore we won't have an extra value. Hence the travel length is garbage length minus 1. Okay. So in this case, the paper truck goes, the paper garbage truck goes as follows: travels from house 0 to house 1. The paper garbage truck, right? Paper. Okay. The travels from house 0 to house 1. That takes 2 minutes, I guess. Collects the paper garbage at house 1. 3 minutes. Travels from house 1 to house, house 1 to house 2. Achha, he's traveling from house 0 to house 1. That will take him 2 minutes. Yes. Collects paper garbage from house at house 1. So that's going to take him, excuse me, garbage at house 1. So that's going to be 1 unit of this thing. So 3 minutes gone. 1 to 2 he is traveling. So that's 3 plus 4, 7 minutes. Collects the paper garbage at house 2. That's 8 minutes. And that's it. So it's not going further, right? So it's going till whatever the p value is. Okay. So paper garbage value ko iske aage kyun jana hai? It will just go here, right? Just stop here. Stop at this point itself. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. Altogether, it takes 8 minutes to pick up all the paper garbage. The glass garbage truck will go till the very end because, yeah. So in this case, glass garbage कितना लगेगा? 1 minute, 2 minute इधर लगा, 3 minute, 7 minute, 8 minute, 11 minute, 13 minute. Yeah, 13 plus 8, 21 is the answer. There was no m such m which was that thing. So that's it. In this case, also like m will go till here, and so mmm. Let's just do this. इसका मैं आंसर अभी बता देता हूँ so that I can do the algorithm. MMM, then we have PGM, then we have GP, right? Okay, sir. तो इसमें क्या है 3 10. So इधर से इधर जाने में लगता है 3 minutes. इधर से इधर जाने में लगता है 10 minutes, which is quite huge. So we have a paper truck, we have a garbage truck, we have a metal truck. So paper truck को कितना लगेगा, garbage truck को कितना लगेगा, metal truck को कितना लगेगा, let's see. So paper truck को लग जाएगा यहाँ पे, let's see. Paper truck कहाँ तक जाएगा, लास्ट तक ही जाना पड़ेगा उसको. तो paper truck को लग जाएगा यहाँ से यहाँ कम्यूट करने के लिए 3 minutes प्लस यहाँ से यहाँ पे 1 minute और लगेगा क्योंकि paper truck पेपर उठा रहा है, ठीक है. So पेपर उठा लिया, so maybe I can just cross this. एंड देन फिर उसको यहाँ पे जाने के लिए लग जाएगा 10 मिनट, तो यहाँ 10 मिनट प्लस यहाँ पे एक पेपर उठा लिया तो एक और 1 मिनट, तो ये कितना हो गया टोटल, ये हो गया 2 5 15 मिनट इधर हो गया. ओके, पेपर ट्रक को टोटल लग गया 15 मिनट. जी क्या, गार्बेज ट्रक, राइट. सो यहाँ से यहाँ कम्यूट करने में उसको 3 मिनट लग गया प्लस एक गार्बेज यहाँ से उठाने के लिए लग गया उसको कितना 1 मिनट प्लस इधर से उसको इधर ट्रैवल कम्यूट करने में लग गया कितना 10 मिनट्स प्लस एक और गार्बेज उठाने में उसको लग गया 1 मिनट, तो ये भी हो गया आई थिंक सो 10 12 15 मिनट्स. मेटल ट्रक का क्या है, मेटल ट्रक यहाँ तक स्टॉप करेगा तो यहाँ पे कितना लग जाएगा उसको 3 मिनट्स क्योंकि 3 यूनिट उठा रहा है, राइट. 3 यूनिट उठा रहा है, 3 मिनट लग जाएगा यहाँ पे उसको मेटल ट्रक, ये उठ गया सारे. अब यहाँ पे एक ये जब ट्रैवल करेगा तो कम्यूट में लग जाएगा 3 मिनट्स प्लस यहाँ पे एक मेटल उठाएगा, सो दैट विल 1, सो दैट्स 3 3 6 प्लस 1, 7 plus 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7. 7. So this will be 15 plus 15 plus 7, which is 37 minutes, and it's 37 minutes. Okay, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, what shall we do? Let's see. So I just need to simply go and check where are all of these things ending, and maybe yeah, I can proceed as instructed. So let's have a hash map, which is not a hash map, but let's say a frequency, which is a little different here in my case. So it will be as simple as follows. So for I in range, length of garbage, yes, for I in range length of garbage. Right now, I just simply can say time is 0, which is my answer. So answer or my time, which is the same thing here. So I have to create a temporary map here, and then I can simply say that okay for value in which of I, which is that string, if value not in temp, in that case I say that okay temp of value, let's update you to 0, and then I'm saying that okay temp of value plus here 1. That's beautiful. And then I simply say frequency dot append whatever the heck my temp value is. I also keep track of where my metal, uh, glass, right, and then plastic garbage are at max कहाँ पर है, right? That's glass ना, glass, garbage, metal, paper, and okay, it's paper, right? Sorry, paper, not plastic. Or is it plastic? Not sure. Paper, हाँ paper. So metal, paper, and glass. So ये कहाँ पर last में है? So I can simply say here before even appending that okay if m in temp I can simply say okay see metal was encountered here, so maybe metal is at this index. If plastic in temp, in that case I can say that okay plastic was not plastic, but plastic was here at this index. Plastic was here at this index, and again if like my glass in temp, I can say, okay, this was the last moment I saw glass. That's it. Now I just simply need to go to these indexes and try to find out the answer. So it's going to be a 3 into 10 to the power 5 loop, which is going to completely pass. Let's see. So firstly, I'll do for glass, and then I'll do for, let's say, plastic, and then I'll do for, I don't know, like, not plastic, but it should be paper, right? My bad. P is paper, not plastic, so paper, and then that should be last one should be for I don't know like metal. So I can kind of create this thing, right? Automate तो करना ही पड़ेगा, 3 बार क्यों लिखेंगे? For I in range, I guess frequency, or I can say length of page, or I can simply say length of frequency. It's the same thing, by the way, same thing. So it's very simple here that I have to say something like this key or for I in range this thing. अच्छा. So when I'm saying for I in range, so let's say class के लिए it will be simply class plus 1 क्योंकि उस index तक जाना है. Yes. So I'll say that okay temp of I, right? If temp of I, or currently what is my hash map? Hash map is temp of I. So I'll simply say if my bad if glass in hash map, in that case I say time plus equivalent to hash map of glass. Else by default I have to increase time in this format. So what's the travel time? Travel of I. Beautiful. And then I think so this will be repeated for all of these, but I want to kind of automate this, right? So let's have a function called define compute time, and I'll pass in whatever the type of garbage is. So garbage type, and then I'll pass in, I don't know, I have to pass in I guess my frequency thing, and I have to pass in whatever the heck this travel is. Garbage type, and then I have to also pass in the max index. I have to go 10. So here I can simply say my time is 0 for I in range, my bad, for I in range, max idx plus 1. I can say that if garbage type in my frequency hash map, whatever that thing is, in that case, time plus equivalent to frequency of uh, garbage type, and then I simply say time plus equivalent to I, and I return back time. So I have kind of automated this. I just simply need to say time plus equivalent to compute time, and I have to pass in the garbage type. This is garbage type class. I have to pass in this frequency thing, and then I have to pass in my travel, and then I have to pass in my max idx. In this case, that will be class. And I think so this can be copied and pasted for similar types. So let's get rid of this. How much time I have invested? It's more than 30 minutes, I guess, to increase the speed as well. So here I think so this should be paper itself. This should be P, and then this should be, what do we say, metal. Yes, and then this should be M, and at the end of the day I have to return time. That's it. Let's see if we are on the right page. Use example test cases. We have a runtime error. Yeah, we do have. Garbage is not defined, so I've written garbage. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Line 11. Okay, this should be not garbage but garbage. Okay, let's try to run this again. Okay, we have time plus equivalent to travel of I list index out of range max idx plus 1. I'm going to yes. I know why this is happening. Yes, I know, I know, I know. So I can simply say, I can simply say, see, I'm passing in that frequency, right? So, oh, okay. So this should be like a hash map is equivalent to frequency of I. And then if that's in the hash map, then I simply say hash map of this thing. So right now, again, this will be not a problem. So let's run the code. Again, it will be a problem, but I know how to fix this time. Runtime error, yes, list index out of range. So I can simply say, if I is less than length of travel, then simply add it. No, that's it. Then simply add it. But this will be again a wrong answer. Yeah, 26 and 47. Yes, it's wrong. I know why. So what's happening is key and I is okay. And I is less than max idx. Yes. So when it's at the max idx, I don't need to consider that value. Yes. 21 and 37, which is the correct answer. I'll submit this. Kind of should run because accepted. So it was not a big thing, but implementation based. Okay. 3 done. I think so. More than 40 minutes have passed. Build a matrix with conditions. Okay, let's see. Build a matrix with conditions. You are given a positive integer k. You are also matched up say 737. Right? Build a matrix with conditions. You are given a positive integer k. You are also given a 2D integer array row conditions of size n, where row conditions of I is above I below I, and 2D integer array column conditions of size n, where column conditions of I is left of I and right of I. Okay. The two arrays contain integers from 1 to k. Okay, the two arrays contain integers from 1 to k. So it will be in the range 1 to k, right? If k is 5, then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yes. And you are given a positive integer k as well as. So the row conditions it will be of size n and size above I below I. Might be showing some meaning, some value. Excuse me. You have to build a k cross k matrix that contains each of the numbers from 1 to k exactly once. That's really great. So k cross k will be what? This is 2s, so 2 cross 2 will be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5 is 5 is 25. So okay, the remaining cell should have the value 0. So if it's 5 cross 5, 25. So I can simply fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's say the remaining cells will be 0, 0, 0, right? The matrix will also satisfy the following condition. That's the thing, main thing. the number above I, which is above the ith index, should appear in a row that is strictly above the row at which the number below I appears for all I from 0 to n. Acha. The number left of I should appear in a column that is strictly left of the column at which the number right of I is. Okay. Return any matrix that satisfies the condition. If no answer exists, return an empty matrix. So we got 3 0 0 0 0 1 0 2 0, right? 3 0 0 0 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 0 1 0 2 0. This is the example one. This is the output, by the way. Acha, k is equal to 3. So I have to create 3 cross 3. Let's try to write it here itself. It's streaming now. So 3 cross 3, right? 3 cross 3. 0, 1, 2, and then 0, 1, and 2. And what's the row conditions and column conditions given? Let's see. So row conditions is 1, 2, 3, 2. And then column conditions is 2, 1. And then 3, 2. Okay. Now, so the answer is this, but let's see what is in the diagram. I'm sure the example. The row condition is as follows. Okay. So row is saying ki above of I and below of I, and then column is saying left of I and right of I, right? Above I, below of I, left of I, and right of I. Okay. So 3 are done. I have to do this quickly. People have done this. Finish time is 0. Okay. Anyways, so it's saying that what did it say? The number above I should appear in a row. The number above 1 should appear in a row that is strictly above the row at which the number below I appears for all I blah blah blah. Okay, so like 1 should appear above 2. Okay. So 1 is, in this case, 1 is appearing above 2. Oh, okay. And then 3 is also appearing above 2. Yes, 3 is also appearing above 2. Okay. So in this case, 2 should be appearing towards left and 1 should be towards right. Yes, 2 is towards left and 1 towards right. And then 3 is towards left and towards. Okay. So the arrangement is like this. 1 should appear above 2. So maybe I could have had 1 here, and maybe I could have had 1 here, and then I could have had 2 here. No problem. 1 is appearing above 2, right? Now it's saying ki 3 is appearing above 2. So maybe I can just have 3 here itself. Yes, above 2. That's what it's saying. Strictly above the row at which the number below 5 appears. Blah, blah, blah. So it's saying 2 is appearing towards the left of 1. So 2 is appearing towards the left of 1, which is correct. I can even have something like 2 here itself. It does not matter, right? So it's saying 3 is appearing towards the left of 2. So I cannot have 3 over here, right? So maybe let's have 2 here. But again, 2 is not towards the left of I. Hence 3 will come up here. And I can have 2 here. And the rest of them can be 0. So this is also one of the possible arrangements apart from this. Note that there may be multiple correct answers. And if no answer exists, return an empty matrix. Okay, so there's no answer existing, then enter. Okay, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, so on. Column conditions 2, 1. So it's saying 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, right? So 3 cross 3. Let's try to do it this way. Let's remove all of that. And this, and row conditions has changed a little bit. So let's see the row conditions. My bad. 1 and 2. So row conditions as follows: 1, 2, 2, 3. Let's first satisfy the row conditions. 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's saying 1 is above 2. So let's say I have 1 here and 2 here. And it's saying 2 is above 3. So I have 3 here. It's saying 3 is above 1. No, it cannot be possible, right? It cannot be possible at all. So how do I determine which number will lie below which number, right? So let's just take the very first example. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So 1, 2, then we had 3, 2, right? So I can simply say that 1 is above 2. So maybe I have to represent this in terms of कुछ entity में represent करना पड़ेगा, right? So 1 is dominating over 2, something like this. And then let's say 3 is dominating over 2. So this means that if this is the situation, right? If this is the situation at all, I will say, key, let's consider all the below numbers. Yes, let's consider the below numbers and try to form something like this. So let's consider the below numbers. So I'll say that, okay, 2 is appearing below 1 and then also 2 is appearing below 3, right? So I can simply say 2 ऊपर आएगा and then 2 नीचे आएगा and then 1 and 3 ऊपर आएगा. Something like this. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. So my first representation looks like this, 2, 1, 3. Let's remove all of that thing. So from the row now, from the row, I got something like this, that 2 is appearing below 1 and 3. That's it. Now, the thing here is key, the column is given as 2, 1 and 3, 2. Column is 2, 1 and then 3, 2. Which means this is towards the left, this is towards the right, and then this is towards the left, this is towards the right. Something like this. So I can say something like this, key, I have to firstly satisfy individual things here, right? So I'll say, okay, let's create a map of something like this that, okay, 2 is towards the left of which value? 1. And 3 is towards the left of which value? So I have to consider all of these things. So using this first information in the matrix, I am like, okay, let's just simply uh, place this in this format. 2 1 3 is there, right? So I think so better would be, okay, let's say 2 1 3 is there, right? I had 4 cross 4 matrix. Let's say 2 is appearing below 1 and 3, and then 4 is appearing below 2, and then let's say 5 is appearing, not 5, let's say 4 is appearing below 2. So in this case, if I go the greedy way and say, okay, 2 let's put it here and 1 and 3 put it here, then 4 will appear below 2, so 4 automatically comes up here. हाँ तो वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा कि अरे वी डोंट हैव एनी स्पेस लेफ्ट, राइट? हाँ वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. Yes. Now the other conditions could be that 2 is towards the left of 1 and 3, so automatically 2 will come up here. But it could be something like if 4 is towards the left of 2, so 4 comes up here. And then so on, this will continue. So I'll try to put the maximum values in the top right corner. So in the initial stage, we had a 3 cross 3 matrix. So I put 2 here and 1 and 3 here. And then I'm thinking, okay, 2 is towards the left of 1 and then 3 is towards the left of 2, right? Yes. So I know the 1 is placed at which location? 1 is placed at 1 is placed at 0 comma 1, 3 is placed at 0 comma 2, and I guess 2 is placed at 1 comma 2. So in this case I'm like, okay, so since 2 is towards the left of 1, so I'll say, okay, 2 को 1 के left में place कर देते हैं, which will be this position. So 2 gets separated to 1 comma 0. Now it's saying 3 should be towards the left of 2. So I know that 3 cannot be placed right here, right? So मेरे को consider करना पड़ेगा every single value and then I have to place it, right? लेफ्ट, अच्छा देखो, रो कैसे डिसाइड होगा, वो किसके ऊपर है, एंड देन लेफ्ट कैसे डिसाइड होगा या राइट कैसे डिसाइड होगा, विद द हेल्प ऑफ कॉलम. क्या कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे? Let's say there was a 5 cross 5 matrix. ठीक है. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4 cross 4 matrix. And the information was like this: key 2 is above 1, 2 is above 1, 3 is above 1, 4 is above 3. So how will I interpret this? And let's say 4 is above 2. How will I interpret this? So I can say that okay, 2 is above 1. So 1 के ऊपर में क्या क्या है? 2 and 3, and then 2 के ऊपर क्या है? 4, and then 3 के ऊपर क्या है? 4. So by default, how can I place this? I can place it like this now: 1, 2, 3, and then 2 के ऊपर 4 है. So I have to shift all of these below. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 के ऊपर 4 है. Then saying 3 के ऊपर भी 4 है, so 4 automatically कट सकती है. 2 is above 1, yes. 3 is above 1, yes. 4 is above 3, yes. 4 is above 2, yes. 'Okay, how do I get to know which number is towards the topmost area? Topmost row में कौन सा number है? Oh, okay. So there is a graph pattern going on. Key one is connected to this, and then okay. Hmm. So what are all the last accessed values, right? Something like this can be thought of. So let's say there was a 1, then let's say 2, 3, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? How do I write this in terms of this thing? So I can say that 3 is appearing above 1, 2 is appearing above 1, 4 is appearing above, let's say 2, 5 is appearing, let's say, above 1, does not matter. It's like, okay, let's say 6 is appearing above 4, and then 7 is appearing over 4, 8 is appearing over 4, right? Could be multiple number of times. Huh? Let's see, this is this. They will never be equal. Yeah. Okay. हो तो जाएगा इसका नहीं कुछ. So in terms of graph, what will this look like? 1 is appearing above, 6 was appearing above 5 instead of 4. 5 was appearing over 3, right? So 1 में क्या हो जाएगा? 1 is below 2 and 3, and 2 is below 4. And then I can say 3 is below 5, and then I can say 5 is below 6, and then I can say 4 is below 7 and 8. So I've covered every single one. Now looking at this, how do I get to know which all of these values will be at the top, which will be in this segment, which will be in this segment, and which will be in this segment. This might be at the first row, this might be at the second row, this might be at the third row, and this might be at the fourth row. How do I get to know about this? Think. क्या हो सकता है यहाँ पे? One say I went to two, two say I went to four, two say two, two say I went to four, four say I went to this four, then I went to seven, and 7 pop off हुआ and then 8. So automatically I know 7 8 will be at the point. Okay. सो स्टैक में जो एकदम सबसे लास्ट एलिमेंट होगा राइट, वो सबसे टॉप में जाएगा. तो आई नो कि अभी मेरा टॉप में 7 8 आ चुका है, विच इज दिस नाउ दीज नंबर्स. एंड हाउ डू आई नो गेट टू नो कि 6 कैसे आएगा? लेट्स बैक ट्रैक बैक टू दिस एंड दिस. लेट्स से इंस्टेड ऑफ 2 आई गो टू 3 नाउ. Now from 3 I go to 5, then 5 I go to 6. So I know just 6 आया, this is going to be again included in the topmost thing. So 6 7 8 again. Now when I come back to the comeback, right? When I come back, I'm at 3. So 3 say I have to go somewhere. Okay. But how do I get to know कि I have to start from 1 itself? It's not guaranteed कि this could be 5 and this could be 1. Not able to think right now. Let's look at the discuss thing. Graph is Kahn's algorithm के topological sort. See, related if a circle exists in a directed acyclic graph, here is a BFS solution. Start with a DQ of nodes with 0 in degree. Yes, so 0 in degree means किसी में आ नहीं रहा, right? So in this case, 7, 6, and 8 are the 0 in degrees. Done. Update the in degree and those nodes with 0 in degree to DQ. Once we are done, the sequence of which we pop the nodes are one workable order. Saying get order of A. So answer 1 is getting the order from the row and getting the order from the column. So answer 1 and answer 2. Okay, so NXT and in degree is there. Next is basically a set for that thing and it's of length k zeros. Scene is a set, it's similar to visitor. DQ is a DQ, collections or DQ, and answer is empty. So A is a set, okay, done. So I'm just simply adding key, okay, at which index we have these values accessible, and then in degree of j minus 1 plus eq at 1 because so I'll be able to go from I minus 1 node to j minus 1th node. So j minus 1th node में in degree बढ़ जाएगा, right? Okay. For I in range k, which is that values. Okay, if degree of I, अच्छा, so then I'll put it in the DQ, and then scene maybe they will be appended once they are done. For candidate means the neighboring nodes. Next हो गया similar to graph. I can rename this to graph as well. Where is next? Next is here. I can rename this to graph as well. Very simple. And then so if it's in degrees 0 and then it's not in scene, then I'll just simply put it else I won't. And if all the nodes are visited, which means it's equivalent to the length of k, which is the number of nodes visited, then I'll return the answer, else I'll return an empty thing, which denotes key. Okay, this is not the correct way. Where is it? Return an empty matrix. Okay. Okay, I'll try to do this later on. I have kind of understood this. I'll try to do this. Try to do this later on. So